Hi, I'm Llytic, and in order to fill up space before I end up having to, anyway, point is, let's play time. This time, shit. Terrible at this shit. Alright, simply put, I ended up finding this in my recommended due to the fact that I had played both Honey Pop and Doki Doki Literature Club. And it's a visual novel based around stumbling upon a bunch of Incubi. So, hey, seems worth getting into. This is a fictional interactive narrative. Any character resemblances, Jesus. I was recently on a cross-country road trip. I can barely think right now. Any resemblance to real-life people are purely coincidental. Also know that the following game is made for PG-16 audiences. Please know that sexual or violent themes are explored in this game. Trigger warnings, abuse, implied rape. Oh, Jesus! Okay, I knew about... I didn't... Holy shit. What did I get myself into? Oh well. Please enjoy.
Why, hello. My, aren't you a gorgeous sight? Can I be honored enough to know your name?
Yeah, sure, what's to you?
A lovely name. For a lovely person like you.
Oh, you flatter me.
Wonderful.
Sorry if that comes up on the mic. I am hella dehydrated right now. Why, thank you.
Eric, do your job.
What is Eric's job?
Very well. This game was produced by Seraphim Entertainment under the direction of Michaela Laws and is powered by Renpai Visual Novel Engine. We truly hope you'll enjoy this story.
I hope I do too.
I know I'll enjoy it, since you'll be in it.
Thank you, I think.
Eric.
Fine, fine. Farewell, my sweet.
Eric is laying it on thick. Somewhere. Who's been shot?
Come on! Is that all you got?
I have no idea.
Try me, asshole!
I have no idea what's going on. Oh.
Crap! Missed.
Let's retreat for now.
Well.
No kidding. Let's get out of here.
That's right. You better run, you stupid punks! Stay out of our territory!
Jesus Christ. Call it fate or call it coincidence. That one moment of violence started a chain of events I will never forget.
This formula, created in the 70s, is one of the most important in the field of financial theory.
Ah, shit, business school. Alright.
It is used to calculate the price of European-style options and is widely used by option marketers, though there are some discrepancies that are now corrected with the modern viewpoint.
Rain. It's been a long time since we've gotten rain around here. But it is the season for rainy weather, so it's not exactly that surprising. Personally, I love the sound of it. Same really. The way the raindrops fell, like the soft tapping of fingers, was so soothing. Even looking at the droplets hit the glass of the window was strangely calming. I think it's just me fucking up that line. For some reason, I felt lucky for having a seat next to the window, though I did spend more time staring outside it than I did paying attention in class. Stop trying to autocomplete sentences, you fuck. The lectures in class were pretty boring. Mrs. Phillips' voice wasn't so horrific, But it wasn't But I just wasn't interested in what she was saying. Christ. Maybe it's surprise, maybe it's tonal whiplash from someone getting shot earlier. And since it was the period right before lunch, all I could think about was what I was doing other things with my free time. Fuck. Honestly, I didn't care much for economics. Sure, I had good grades in this class, but it was only because I read the textbook and did the assignments I had to. I was only taking this class because it was mandatory. If it were up to me, I would probably have taken another course. Luckily, it was my senior year, so after this semester, it would mean the end of high school courses forever. Thank God for that. Hey, high school. It was just kind of mundane how the days drifted on, as if there were no end to it. Only thing I really enjoyed about going to school was meeting my friends and hanging out with them, but that was kind of it. In short, I was done with high school. The start of the second semester brought a note of finality to it. I'd already applied to many universities the semester prior, and was expecting replies sometime within the next few months. It seemed like the start of something new, something that would change. That is, if things could change. I started at the faint outline of raindrops and Holy shit, am I an idiot. Stared at the faint outline of raindrops in the distance. For now, I was stuck in this class.
Miss Anderson.
Hi. Mrs. Phillips' raised voice interrupted my train of thought. Just when I was thinking about class, I quickly turned my head to face the teacher. Hopefully, she didn't pick me just because she noticed I was spacing out. Yes, ma'am?
Would you care to name the equation I set up on the blackboard?
Fuck. Oh, I think about it, I read that in... God damn it. Hey, let's have me, someone who mixes up concepts, reading this. After all, I mix up the word furtive and verdant. Furtive and verdant. Oh, God. Oh, I think I read about that in the textbook last night. It should be the Black Skull's model formula.
Very good as always, Miss Anderson.
Thank you. Anderson. It followed me wherever I went. Most people really didn't know me by my first name, but rather by my surname. I get the feeling that they were trying to make a Matrix reference whenever they addressed me. No doubt since the surname was the top trademark of the internationally famous and philanthropic Anderson Family Toys, and because the founder was my own grandfather. Suzu, one of my best friends, turned around and proudly gave me a punch on the shoulder.
Kick ass, girl.
Thank you, Suzu. It's really kick-ass how you identified that mathematical formula for economics. From beside me, I heard Naomi, another one of my best friends, clearing her throat in obvious disapproval at Suzu's choice of words.
She means good job.
I prefer kick-ass, thank you very much, Naomi.
Miss Capini.
Oi!
Care to tell me who the creators of this formula were?
I'm sorry, the voices are getting to me. Shit.
Some guys named Black and Scholes.
That sounds about right.
Fisher Black and Myron Scholes.
Well, Suzu technically wasn't wrong, Naomi.
Very good, Miss Patterson.
Show off. Better study next time, Suzu. Be like us and study once in a while.
Asshole. Suzu rolled her eyes and slouched in her chair as Naomi gave her a small smirk. She always pouted when Naomi showed her up.
That's the end of today's lecture. Now, let's separate into groups and work on your projects. Remember, everything is due on Monday. Go ahead now.
You know, you'd think I'm playing this up for last, but in actuality, I really am just a giggly person when it comes to, shit I'm not expecting. And so, like, just getting fucking blindsided by shit, okay? Before I knew it, Seo, Z, and they... Also, I'm just a fucking idiot. Before I knew it, Suzu and Naomi had scooted their desks to align with mine, and we turned into the Three Musketeers. Whenever the teacher let the students decide on groups, we always grouped together in our little trio. It was a sheer stroke of luck that we all managed to be in the same class, so we could at least take the opportunity and stick together as much as we could. Besides, we were most comfortable around each other than, say, compared to being around any other classmates. Also, I really like Suzu's hair. Just made sense for us to put our heads together for any kind of project. I took out the poster we were working on and rolled it open onto the 3 desks. We were pretty much finished with fulfilling most of the guidelines for the project, though we did still have had to add a few finishing touches here and there. After working on making the poster a bit prettier, we sat back and inspected our work to see what we still had to do. Also, the fact that I only have to voice one character, I don't think I'm gonna take my voice out of the baritone. Just putting that out there. Naomi, as usual, was the first to look for any issues. She lightly tapped a pencil against her chin, staring intently at the project.
Alright, so let's see. We finished the budgeting section, the building leasing, and the cost for labor. What else do we need?
Fucked if I know. Suzu straightened up to look at the poster and stroked her chin. After a few seconds, her face brightened and she spoke.
How about a company name?
Got a point. So that's a really intense look.
Did
Huh?
we really skip over that?
Whoops, thought that was my line.
Of course we did. You always go straight into the logical statistics and stuff that you completely skip over the fact. We need a name for our project.
You know what? Same. I am terrible at coming up with names.
At least we caught it this time. What do we name it?
Not sure. What do you think?
It always came down to me. Whenever there was something to be named or titled, I was the master in ending decision, even when I didn't want to be. Again, terrible at coming up with names.
Trinity Corporations.
God damn it. Trinity Corporations. That's not bad.
That is way too predictable. How about the Dragon Company?
What are we planning on doing, Suzu?
What do dragons have to do with our project?
What? It's a totally unpredictable name. It's hot.
Okay, right now Suzu's the favorite character I have to deal with, but at the same time I've yet to see any of those hot-ass Incubi.
But our company sells bubblegum.
Okay, how about this? We sell almost exclusively variants of cinnamon and other spicy bubblegums. Therefore, the name will make sense.
Who said we can't produce spicy bubblegum?
Exactly!
What do you think?
Yeah. What do you think?
I think dragon. Both of them looked at me expectantly, even though I wasn't quite sure myself. I didn't really want to choose sides, but if it were up to me, I would say... Dragon.
Booyah! Dragon Company it is!
I just saw something flash up in the corner, and I don't like how red and dark it looked. That was a weird statement.
Alright, now that we've decided on a name, now what?
As we ended our name game, a giggle scrambled my thoughts. Lisette? Huh? Who was that?
Ignore it. It's just Lisette.
Fuck yeah, I pronounced it right. I look over my shoulder to see her laughing with her circle of friends, mostly comprised of popular people who were practically friends with everyone in the school. You know... Fuck it, I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt and say that it's not Western anime Twilight. Hopefully. That'd be really disappointing with the positive reviews. I mean, fuck it, that could technically be done well, and this time you actually have agency, so you could make sure not to end up with the worst option. Aye. And as a result, everyone in the school knew them. In the center of it all was Lysette White. She sat with a posture that indicated that she was still working, but that she also was ready to casually chat about her day. She had an endearing balance of charismatic and awkward, which was readily apparent when she first talked to someone. Okay, now you're just making me relate to the person that you don't like. Because I am both very awkward, and to certain people, very charismatic. It was easy to make her smile and laugh, and she was quite the comedian as well. Basically, she was perfect. Not that she was like a robot or anything, but she was the student that everyone else wanted to be. I feel like my voice is just going deeper and deeper and deeper. And I'm not doing this intentionally. Lysette was bright, easygoing, and above all had her future laid out right in front of her. Unlike the average student, she knew what she wanted to do after high school, and as a result, she was confident and ambitious, though sometimes it could rub a lot of people the wrong way. Moreover, I had known her since I was young, but it had ultimately resulted in a rivalry that continued today. If memory serves, it said that there were 3 female options for romantic routes. Is Lysette one of them? Because it was like 8 male options, 3 female options. Do we get the option to bang our rival? Of course, my friends knew what was between us, and upon seeing me glance at her, they shifted their attention to her.
She doesn't even look like she's working, in my opinion.
She probably is, but she's too much of a stuck-up priss to allow herself to look like she's actually doing work.
Hell.
Oh, come on, Suzu. She may be a little off-putting, but she's not the giant priss that you're making her seem to be.
The day
Could
she
be
isn't
perfectly
the priss
fine.
is the day I turn into you.
What's that supposed to mean?
I have no fucking idea.
Never mind. It's about time. Let's bail.
Cool. Unsurprisingly, Suzu was the first out of the class, slinging her backpack over her shoulder with ease as she quickly strolled out the door.
Her seat isn't even closest to the exit, and she always manages to be the first one out of the door. I don't think I'll ever understand that.
Well, you see, it's called power walking. I wish I was as fast getting out of here. As fast as her getting out of here. Me and you both, Naomi. Well, you see, I have these long-ass legs. Okay. That's another one. Naomi folded her arms close to her chest, giving me a disappointed look.
Oh, not you, too. She's turning you into a delinquent.
What are you? It's a joke, Naomi.
Well, it's not really funny.
I thought it was funny.
Man, you guys are slow. Are you coming or what?
Well, excuse me, Miss Stilts. I need to work on my comeback game.
We heard you the first time. Not everyone has rocket boosters attached to their legs when the bell rings.
See, that one was slightly better.
Are you kidding me? That class was ridiculously boring. Even Miss Valedictorian here was dozing off a bit.
Well. I do have to admit I was spacing out, but just because I answered one question doesn't mean I'm automatically the valedictorian.
Okay, so it wasn't too interesting. But you should at least pay attention when Phillips is talking about the important parts.
So you finally admit it. We're finally on the same wavelength. Welcome to the club, Patterson.
Please, don't call me by my last name. This isn't the classroom. And never in a million years will we ever see things eye to eye.
It might be because of the foot difference in height. Despite this, they both burst into laughter. Normally, anyone would think that opposites like them would never associate with each other. Not really. The opposites tend to attract personality-wise. It's basically making up for deficiencies in character. Anyway. But even though they were so different, their friendship somehow made a lot of sense. Maybe because they were just perfect complements, or personality just didn't dictate the possibility of their friendship. After all, we have been best friends since preschool.
Alright, so where are we heading to first? Cafeteria? I think we can all agree that we're really hungry, especially after hearing about our company's line of deliciously spicy bubblegum.
I like how you think, Suzu.
Who would even buy that? I wonder.
You clearly never heard of Big Red Gum.
Me? I would pay good money to get a taste of it.
You do like spicy food, after all. Also, let's see. Nope, that was back. Shit, there's a way to do this. Is it middle mouse button? Yes! Suzu's got a fucking power stance going on. We entered the cafeteria, a bustling room filled with the aromas of different kinds of food. As we got in line, we ordered our meals and chatted freely.
Cajun fries and the spicy chicken burger for me. That's my definition of a good meal.
Wow, they're going fucking ham with this whole spicy food thing.
I'll take a tuna sandwich and some juice. You're probably going to need water or something to curb all that spicy flavor, Suzu.
I can't be tamed by the likes of that. If it's spicy, then it's gotta be all or nothing.
Shit. The voice actresses sound familiar. Cause Suzu reminds me of, shit, what's her face from Honey Pop? The fucking bitch. Shit. Okay, probably jerk-ass thing to say, but we all know what character I mean if you've ever played Honey Pop when I mention that line.
You're crazy!
Hell yeah, I'm crazy.
I think I'm getting a migraine.
I think I'll go with Cajun fries and spicy burger too. I'll have just mac and cheese and a soda. Oh god, but that's gonna be like cafeteria mac and cheese. It's gonna be fucking disgusting. Nah. A fucking food masochist. Might as well go spicy today. Once we got our food, we settled down at one of the empty tables, putting our backpacks aside to finally dig into the food. Suzu leaned back in her chair, tilting it back so she could rest her feet on the table by her food.
Alright then. Is there anything we want to talk about?
Nope, nothing comes to mind.
Bored already?
I know. Let's talk about...
Say boys, and I will never speak to you ever again.
I swear to God, Naomi, don't you fucking start.
Aw, why not?
Well, for one, I don't know any of the boys here.
What's so interesting about talking about guys? Not like any of us are gonna get boyfriends anytime soon.
Suzu, I think I have a few guesses about something about Suzu.
We don't know that. What if one of us does get a boyfriend?
Then why would that be the only thing talked about?
Like that's going to happen, Naomi. Look at us. I'm a tiny Italian. You're a ditzy blonde.
Shit, and suddenly everything makes so much sense.
Hey!
No offense. And Anderson here. Well, I guess she could land a boyfriend or girlfriend if she wants.
Thank you.
Or girlfriend?
Naomi, Suzu's not being subtle about anything.
She can be a lesbian if she wants.
True.
It's okay, Suzu. Not sure I want a boyfriend yet.
Why not? It's our senior year. Might as well get a boyfriend.
Maybe she's just not interested in a relationship, Suzu.
here's an idea. How about we don't talk about my love life? Well, I wasn't really thinking about wanting a relationship, but more of there... Oh, it wasn't really about wanting a relationship, but more of there was no one interesting enough to be in a relationship with. So far, the only option right now is Suzu. Shit. Alright. Well, it has been 25 minutes. Jesus. So, I am going to save and end this episode here. See you all in the next episode. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that bullshit. See you next time.